Hey everyone, welcome to the podcast.
Yes, welcome. Take a seat. I have embarked on a dangerous and potentially scintillating mission to put together a bum bag brigade.
Triple B.
The Triple B. First instalment today, and then full reviews in a week's time.
I can't believe Neil Mitchell hasn't done that phoner as well, Swanee. Oh. Do you wear a bum bag?
I feel like we haven't really investigated enough his assertion that 4 and 20 pies are over. I've never heard anything so outrageous.
Yeah, we probably should have dug a bit deeper
We
on that,
should
Brownie.
have.
We threw that one away, but Rob Mills joined us to talk about Hairspray.
Oh yeah, Mitchell. Back to Neil. He's made a powerful enemy.
Well,
He
we
sure
might take
has.
it. We might take it further tomorrow.
Right.
About 4
I
and
think
20s.
we need to. And speaking of outrage over food, I've gone through taste.com.au.
It'll all,
The results are amazing.
yes, it'll all make sense.
Yeah.
Shortly.
Enjoy.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Morning, Melbourne. Allegedly, it's Wednesday.
Allegedly. Well, you still think it's Tuesday, Swanee?
Sleeping Beauty.
Geez, you should see your eyes.
Oh, my God. I don't know
You've
where
just
I
woken
am.
up about a minute ago.
I've literally just woken up. I
Yeah.
was shook awake by the chippy who came upstairs and went, "Are you going to work today?"
Whoa.
And I went, yes.
Yes.
And then I realised the time and I was just crazy. You know when you fly out of bed like a ring wraith?
You weren't burning out cars in our area, were you? Because I was coming to work this morning and all the lights were going, flashing in a side street, and I stopped. I did a little circle. I went back around and had a look.
Did you?
And a car had been burnt out.
Well,
Really?
What have you been up to overnight, Swanee?
look,
You've been a bit tired. You cat
anything's
burger.
possible. Anything's possible.
Since Swanee got that balaclava.
Yes, I know. It's just all sort of funny
crime.
things
It's
happening. The
opened up
crime
a
rate's
whole,
gone up.
a whole new world of matriarch criminal behaviour.
I'm for it, Swan.
So good.
Hey,
It's never too late to reinvent yourself, Dino. Remember that.
Swanee, you've done well, actually. Considering you got out of bed 5 minutes ago. You look all right.
Thank
you don't
you.
look
Well
as
done.
dishevelled as I thought.
well done.
Appreciate it.
All right. Could Pia Miranda sing? She was on Masked
She
Singer.
was really great. I didn't guess her, and I can't believe it because I've known her for over 40 years. We went to school together. But I think sometimes when you're trying to guess and someone's that close to you, you can't hear it.
She was the thong, right?
She was the thong.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
If it only had been Pia Weitzel, Sam would have been watching.
Oh yes, Pia Miranda. The great Pia.
Leola.
Leola, now Weitzel.
What was her first one though? Pia.
Miller.
Miller. That's it. That's it.
Brownie's discovered some outrageous radio on 3AW.
I've got a bone to pick with Neil Mitchell. I'll tell you what, it's going to be a lot of Neil
Whoa.
Mitchell flavour today.
My
Really?
God.
3AW icon. I'm bringing him down.
Whoa.
Really, the masked right winger.
He's made a powerful enemy.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Whether you've been craving the ocean, snow, mountains, or city lights, there are so many possibilities for you and your next trip.
Make up for missed holidays and explore more of Oz with whatif.com.
Jump online or on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Over 100. If you're booking a holiday, what if it's Aussie for travel?
Tell you what, I was shocked yesterday morning when I was driving home listening to Neil Mitchell. Staunch Neil Mitchell listener. I'll tell you what, he lost one yesterday, Swanee.
What happened?
Someone's turned the dial off. When I heard this, I nearly drove the Hilux off the road.
Now on 3AW and across Victoria, this is Neil Mitchell.
Questions. Is the 4 and 20 pie out of fashion? Do you still like it?
Mitchell, you be careful, Mitchell.
13 24 10. You give me a call right now
I'm angry.
and you
calling
tell
you.
me,
Oh.
has the 4 and 20 gone out of fashion? Give us
Neil
a call
Mitchell.
now.
Doesn't work.
He's unbelievable now, Swanee. I just couldn't believe it now. Fair enough to pose the question, but then he comes back
What?
after the ad break. Like I'm sitting, so the Hilux has been pulled over into the side street.
And you're breathing into a paper bag.
Absolutely. I got a ventilator.
Yes.
They're about to get Greg Page back on and go, clear. Get
Yes.
the defibrillator on. Well, Neil Mitchell, I'm thinking, well, that's okay. He's just posing a question because I know it's taken off in Japan. Well, it's become a really big thing in Japan.
What?
4 and 20 pies.
What?
So that was what it was on the back of.
What?
But then he's saying it's gone big in Japan, but it's sort of going old-fashioned, and it's not really that popular here in Australia. And
I am outraged.
Outraged. And I thought, well, hang on a minute. Neil will clear things up when we come back from the break because he will say it's not going out of fashion. I'm a big fan of 4 and 20.
Of course.
Have they had their day? I think 4 and 20 pies are sort of disappearing. I think they've probably had their day. They're a bit of an anachronism.
Neil, you son of a...
I had
I
to furiously Google and look at what an anachronism is. It means it was probably in a different time, like saying it's old-fashioned.
Like, hey, it's Saturday.
Absolutely. Very similar to that. So I'm going to go to Dylan from Baronia, who's going to help me clarify this. Is the 4 and 20 gone out of fashion? Dill, how are you, mate?
Good, mate. Good. How you going, Brownie?
What have you got to say about this outrage that's on Neil Mitchell's show?
This is the worst outrage Neil Mitchell could have ever said for the entire country of Australia. The most iconic pie.
Yes.
Always delivers, always the same, the right ratio of meat and gravy. I'm a foodie.
Absolutely, Swanee.
There is nothing
I trust
better.
your opinion when it comes to these things.
And also servo temperature, yes.
Absolutely. Dill, will you be boycotting the Neil Mitchell show from now on?
Definitely.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yes, I will.
Whoa.
That's big.
That's one listener down, Mitchell.
There is no greater moment of the week when you open that magical unmeltable plastic bag. What
Yeah.
is that stuff made of, by the way?
You don't ask.
You don't ask. And you sink into the really crusty edge.
Oh, yeah.
That's your first congratulations for the decision you've made.
And then the ones with the cheese in them, Jonathan. The
love the
melted
cheese.
cheese.
Travel Pie's got the cheese. I'm going to ask Robbie. So obviously, Dill, I love Dill. But we can't just take Dill's opinion, okay? We need more opinions. When Robbie from Lilydale, has the 4 and 20 gone out of fashion, mate?
Hell no.
Hell
Definitely not.
no.
How many a week are you?
Oh, about 4, depending on where we are at work.
That's it, man.
20
I can't believe it.
Is there nothing more Australian, Robbie, than sitting around Smoko just chomping into a 4 and 20?
Nah, it's pretty good, I reckon.
And it's the one thing in life, really, there's not that many that are consistently excellent every single time.
Hey, but four times a week, you know, it's a sometimes food, you know, like 4 times is... No, just me.
Not enough?
Four times is sometimes.
What about Craig from Doreen? What does Craig think? Is he on Neil Mitchell's side or is he on my side?
On your side, Brownie.
Of course.
Craig.
What about the man size? Oh, yeah.
What's your favourite, Craigo?
Just the standard, plain, classic, you know.
Well,
Just
that's right.
perfect with a bit of sauce. Put it on.
You don't need some of this gourmet crap that Neil Mitchell sits down in his little place down at bloody Flinders or something like that. You know, probably had it flown in from Austria or something like that. Ours is a real Australian meat pie. And it's been a staple of Australian diets for the best part of a century.
I agree. I reckon as well Neil Mitchell is the kind of guy that eats it with a knife and fork.
Oh,
no!
my God.
Hand.
Craig, what do you have to say to Neil Mitchell?
You're a bloody clown, mate.
You're a bloody
You
clown.
are a clown. Heath, I'm going to go out with a bang here because I'm confident because this has been overwhelming.
Yeah.
This has been unanimous in support of the 4 and 20 pie.
All right.
I'm going to go to Heath. This is a big swing for the fences. Heath, finish us off. Is the 4 and 20 still alive?
Mate, what I can tell you is that you need to get off your cash for comment soapbox. I'm telling you, you're an absolute disgrace to the country. Head back up to Queensland where you belong. Get on the Tasmanian national pie. Meet the meat's first bite. None of this crusty rubbish out of your servo 6 a.m. Come on, let's go in. Let's get ourselves a 4 and 20. Blah blah blah, mate.
Oh, what's happened?
Dino.
Oh,
Get Heath back on.
Something's happened. Heath, you there, brother? Sorry.
Mate, I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
You'll cut me off before I go anywhere.
the best.
You do not, son.
Heath, why don't you go and get...
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne.
My name is Osher Ginsberg. Melbourne. This is Chrissie, Sam and Brownie Ideal.
Hey, he's now your colleague.
He so is. And can I just say a word on Osher Ginsberg?
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of jokes made about how he hosts everything. You know, he's everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
I've seen firsthand why. he is an unbelievable television presenter.
He's a goddamn pistol.
He is incredible to work with.
Great.
Yeah.
Hey, we're playing CSB Idol. Luke Swanee is playing for you. Say hello to Swanee Luke.
Swanee, hello, how are you?
Hi, beautiful. I'm going to win this. I don't know what I'm winning, but I'm going to win
it. No doubt.
Thanks, mate.
Lauren, Brownie is your man. He's a bit dodgy at this game, full disclosure.
That's okay. Go Brownie anyway.
Thanks, Loz. I feel your love.
Unlike Neil Mitchell, you don't feel any love for him.
I'm still outraged. I want to talk about that again.
I
really do.
You know, I've cancelled Neil Mitchell.
Is that how it works? Buzzers, name the... What?
Juggernaut!
Oh, that were both
G'day, punters.
terrifying.
G'day, punters.
All right, here we go. Round one. The robot is going to spit out a word, buzz in and sing a name with the word.
Girl.
Juggernaut!
Juggernaut.
Girls just don't wanna have fun. Oh yeah, girls just don't wanna have fun. Girls just wanna have fun. That was the finish of the song.
I can hear that.
I was putting a little back time.
You really took it to the bridge, John.
And welcome to your shoulders, who were just having a party right in front of our eyes just now.
Yeah, and also the hips, like he bent at the hips to really... Yeah, he's a professional.
Bit of Brian Brown about that.
Round two.
Lights.
Chrissie. All of the lights.
Flashing.
The lights.
All right, Kanye West, very well done, Swan.
Never heard that song before.
Well, yeah, haven't lived.
I think you probably have, but you just
Yeah,
can't
just
recognise
can't
my
recognize-
version.
1-1.
1-1.
Hold.
Hold! Juggernaut!
Jack.
Chrissy did say Chrissy.
I did.
Swanee, you're up.
And it's hold, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on for one more day. I know that there is pain, but you hold on for one more day and you break free from the chain.
Remember the video? They're on a cliff.
And there's a drone, very early drone work.
Why are they on a cliff?
I know that there is pain.
Jeez, what a
but
song.
2-1, here we go, round 4.
Missing.
Juggernaut!
Well done, Juggernaut. Need an
I've
answer.
been missing for so long.
No, you've made that
And
up.
I've been missing for too long.
That is a made-up song, but the commitment. So I think he
No,
thought...
I think I almost knew it. Keep going.
I've been missing you as well. No, I've sort of petered out. I forgot the words.
What about the great John Waite? I ain't missing you at all.
Yes.
Missing you.
That's a good song. Not as good as
Since
my
you've
song.
been gone.
What Jonathan did was he just started singing and then hoped the universe would put a song in his brain. And
That's
it never
his method.
came.
Dino, that's his method.
It's beautiful.
That's his method, and I do believe that I've won.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Jonathan wins.
Luke from Kilmore. We rubbed it in, my boy.
Anya, that's why you're the best.
Thanks, man.
$200 voucher to the Commons Collective. Head to Commons Collective year-round for their bottomless brunch. Are you kidding me?
And go to the movies again. I went to the movies on the weekend. I forgot how much I love it.
All right.
Go see Nope on us.
I'll send you both to Nope. Lauren, you can go to Nope as well. It's a new Jordan Peele in cinemas on Thursday. It looks sick. Well done.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
I want to talk about bum bags, guys.
Oh, the last time I wore a bum bag was on a footy trip to Bali.
Tell me everything.
But they were fantastic because you wanted your passport.
Yeah.
You needed a bit of rupiah.
Yeah.
Dingers.
Swanee.
Yeah.
Couple of dingers.
Yeah.
All those sorts of things. Those party sort of wristbands.
Yes.
You know, the glow in the dark.
The VIP ones, brother.
Absolutely.
It gets you unlimited bintang.
Absolutely. So
Now, here's the thing. As you know, I'm on a journey of self-discovery and throwing off the shackles of society.
Right on.
And I'm critically thinking about everything that's been told to me over my life. What is bad and what is good and what I've just swallowed unthinkingly. And bum bags have been one thing. Bum bags are universally accepted as a very bad idea. Is that correct?
Bit bogan, Swanee.
Bit bogan. Whatever.
Unless you go to the gym.
Yes.
Why?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes the gym junkies just love cruising around town.
They got all their tricks.
Yes, they do that. They do that, but they're sort of, made fun of.
Yeah.
But I've found that the things that people make fun of are actually the most practical things in the world. For example, wearing runners all the time, which I do. Everybody, that's much maligned. Oh, who would wear sneakers all the time? I do, and it's changed my life.
Jerry Seinfeld does.
I've stored away all the pillows on my bed. I cannot tell you the freedom I'm feeling from throwing off those societal shackles that tells me that I've got to have unusable pillows on my bed. Well, the bum bag, I've joined the bum bag brigade, guys.
It's a reasonable point.
Congratulations, Swan.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I was getting, because I'm out all the time walking, right, and it starts off freezing. But then eventually, after an hour or so, you get hot because, it's Melbourne and the sun's out. And so then I would have to take my jacket off and put it around my waist. And my phone was in my pocket.
Chaos.
It was just irritating. It was bashing on my legs. And I thought, what is the solution here? What can I do? Bum bag.
Really?
So I went to Kathmandu because I didn't know where to even get a bum bag. I think it's time.
That's a flash one from Kathmandu.
It is a flash one. It's very stylish. Oh. And now what I do
Just
is...
a waist bum bag? Because you got those ones you wear over your shoulder.
No, not a crossbody. It's a waist bum bag, and I put my phone in it so my headphones still work.
Yes.
And off I go, unencumbered in the world. Yeah. And I'm here to tell you, bum bags have got a very bad and unfair reputation for being bad.
Well, I can tell you I didn't like them because a guy wearing one tried to steal my bike as a kid,
Yeah,
a certain crowd wear them,
some bad memories.
Did you kill him?
I killed him, yeah. He's dead.
Did you put his ashes in your bum bag?
In my bum bag.
As the ultimate revenge.
Still carries them around.
What I'm doing, Jack's offered to give away some bum bags.
No,
oh my God.
Good call.
Okay.
Good call, Swan.
Kathmandu. Oh my God. Okay.
Jesus.
So we are going to give away some Kathmandu bum bags, and we're going to follow up with you. If you get one of these bum bags, 13 24 10. I want to catch up with you in 2 weeks. I want you to use it.
Really?
No, a week. I'm gonna meet you back here on Wednesday the 17th of August.
Have you met some of our callers?
Oh,
it's very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Very
dangerous.
I have met them.
Some lawless lunatics out there.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to get some phone reviews about the myriad ways that bum bags have changed your life.
/ if they get shade for wearing them.
13 24 10. Are you joining my bum bag brigade?
Let's
Join
go.
me now. Wendy from Rye. Wendy?
Good morning, team. Good morning, Chrissie.
Now, you've had an aversion to a bum bag, haven't you, Wendy?
I'm with you, Chrissie. I've not gone there yet, but that phone banging on my leg when I walk is driving me bonkers.
It's so annoying.
So annoying.
So I'm going to set you up with a bum bag.
I'm so excited.
And how often do you walk? Is it every day?
I'm an everyday, just like you, in my runners.
Great.
Always.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to be catching up with you Wednesday the 17th of August.
Yeah.
And or depending on when we get you the bum bag, but you're going to use it every day and tell me how your life has changed.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. It's made my day.
Welcome to the Bum Bag Brigade, Wendy.
Whoa, the BBB.
Yes.
They're good for thieving fingers as well, Dana, aren't
yes,
they?
mate, absolutely. Joe, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How you going?
Also in Rosebud. That's a great walking area there, Jojo.
It definitely is.
Now, talk to us
Lots of
about
beautiful walking paths around.
Talk to us about your opinion of bum bags.
I'm totally into the bum bag, Chrissie. I would definitely back you up there. I currently don't have one because my 18-month-old German short-haired pointer puppy ate mine. So I would definitely love to help you bring back the bum bag.
So they're handy and tasty, according to your puppy. All right, one of them is coming your way, and we want a photo and a full review of how it's changed your life.
And she's a member of the...
Thanks so much. What's that?
Welcome to the Bum Bag Brigade.
It's a good call out, Swanee.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Joe. Good call out. What did your dog eat? My dog ate some footy booze just before I played.
All right, well, that's for another day.
That's for another day.
Shirley.
Shell.
Hello, how are you all?
Yeah, bloody good now,
Bloody
Shirley.
great, Shell.
Come on,
How are
Shell.
you all?
How are you all? Shell.
Yes.
Oh, my God, tell us everything about you for starters. But secondly, how often do you walk?
Well, I walk every day, just a little bit, because I have an office job, but I walk around the warehouse. But I normally walk on weekends because I go fishing.
You.
Put
And
your
you-
bait in there.
Yeah, you could put
Burley
your
up the waters,
your
chill.
hooks. You could put your hooks in
the
there.
hooks and the sinkers would be a good idea.
All right, now you're going on holiday. Do you want to take a bum bag with you?
I do. I'm definitely looking forward to my holiday and doing a lot of walking along the beach. So, yes, I would like a bum bag.
Where you going on holiday, Shell?
I'm going over to Phuket. I'm going to meet my nephew and his family over there. They live in Pattaya.
And maybe a new husband, Shirley.
I don't have a first husband.
Smart, mate. Smart.
Shirley, you're the best.
Got some cool bars over in Phuket, I heard.
Yep.
I heard. I know, I've been there a couple of times.
There's some,
Play table tennis there, can't you, Dina?
yes, and some of the shows have animals in the shows. And the animals fly. Hey, good work, show.
Chrissie, Sam, and Brownie.
The podcast.
Morning, Melbourne. Welcome to your Wednesday. I've finally woken up. Sam Pang.
Is that it? Good morning. Is that what I want to hear? You've been on there for an hour and 5 minutes.
I know.
Now you're awake.
She's been awake for an hour and 10 minutes. Slept in.
I didn't set my alarm.
Yeah, why would you?
And I was fast asleep.
I get it, Swanee. It happens.
It's so weird. I did get here on time, though.
Well, that's good to hear.
How are you, Samuel? You look fresh, actually.
Well, I was up a bit late too, but I was Brownie, you're not going to be proud.
Oh, no. What have you done?
Another one.
What?
Charity event.
Oh, God.
Sam, what's happening? What are you trying to make amends for?
Trying to cleanse my sins.
You've done some very bad stuff.
Becoming a very unfashionable trend.
I'm sorry. I wasn't even going to mention it, but I
Mate,
I just wanted to be honest.
Mate,
and start.
charity gigs are not going to put a roof over your family's head.
Who
Just
got you
remember
this
that.
time? Who got you?
Yeah, my weakness. Bob Franklin, the great Bob Franklin got me. You know what I mean? What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
I'm off Bob.
You can't.
Why?
7 years been on this show and we still haven't got Bob
He
Franklin
doesn't
on this
do
show.
any media.
No, I don't care.
I told you.
I don't care.
Bin Laden did more interviews.
But this isn't media.
What?
This is you. What? You can go and he can rope you in to do charity and
Yeah.
he won't come and do something
Bit
for
of tit
us.
for tat.
No.
He's
no
dead to
quid
me.
Oh, geez, you're both off him.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I've turned now.
Dino, stay with me.
I'm with you, brother.
Exactly.
Bin Laden, though. Bin Laden does more than Bob Franklin.
Yeah.
Well,
And he's been dead for 10 years.
Well, at least Bin Laden every couple of months he'd release a video from a cave. Bob does nothing.
That's so weird, isn't it? Because that's twice in as many days there's been a Bin Laden reference. Husey guessed Bin Laden was the blowfly last
really?
night. Yeah.
Well, this is audio of Pang in the car after receiving an envelope without cash, but a thank you note in it. Good morning, Melbourne. Next. Lots of good stuff.
No
Count
sad
your
moment.
oxygen in that envelope.
No sadder moment.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Everybody!
Time now for a sense of the day.
All right, we all have regrets. That's fine. Hey, some big news. Serena Williams has announced her retirement.
Yeah.
Big news.
Big news.
She's still got the opportunity, though, to equal Margaret Court or beat her for the greatest amount of Grand Slams.
Yeah, I think she's been trying for that last one for a while.
Yes.
But Margaret wins on homophobic opinions. She can't be beat.
She's got the Grand Slam there.
Absolutely.
So Serena Williams has
Good
announced
one.
her retirement. Donald Trump has released a campaign ad style video on his Truth Social platform only hours after the FBI raided. His Florida home got raided
See
yesterday.
that?
Tell me about that because I kept on seeing
The raid
it.
or the video? The video is, modern day propaganda, but which is fine for if you barrack for that side because it is just teams. But it's 3 minutes 50. It's montagey. It's he's speaking.
It's a bit Kim Jong-un in
a
style.
little bit, but it gets off to a very, very positive start.
We are a nation in decline. We are a failing nation.
What's that?
Well, that's thunderstorms.
Good stuff.
It's quite compelling. It's quite mesmerising. It's just that there's about 2 minutes 20 of him saying what the country is, that as in the bad things. We are a country in decline. We are this.
And
we are
then
this.
he's got the good news.
On the back, but man.
Yeah.
And which I might play more later on.
What were the FBI looking for when they raided his...
Documents. I tell you,
it's always documents.
I've always wondered that though, Swanee, because they're supposed to go to the National Archives. Like, if you're the president and you're sitting on all this information, just for a bit of nighttime reading, wouldn't it be interesting to just go back through some
alien stuff, brother?
The alien stuff, maybe grab a few documents there. So that'll get me through the next few months.
JFK
stuff.
Yes.
So just grab that out a couple of manila folders and I'm off.
Luckily for the FBI, Donald Trump can't read.
Yes. He's
audio books now.
Only because I played it yesterday, Swanee. The great Ricky Stewart. And the Canberra Raiders, the Canberra Raiders coach, who had this to say:
where Salmon kicked Tommy, he ain't on, and I've had history with that kid. I know that kid very well. He was a weak-gutted dog as a kid, and he hasn't changed now. He's a weak-gutted dog person now.
Yeah. Notice he doesn't even call him a man.
No, he's a weak-gutted dog person. If you were the in charge of the NRL, Swanee, would you let that slide?
Yeah, I would.
Little slip on the wrist, bit of a fine.
Where did that weak gutted dog punch that guy?
He kicked him.
Kicked him in the nuts, I'm guessing.
Yes.
It's in the bits and bobs.
Yeah.
That's a weak gutted dog thing to do.
Was it in the plums? I didn't know about that bit.
Well, I'm just guessing that because he goes, where he kicked him. That you don't do that.
Yes, it was in the grapes. All right?
The cubes.
Yes, the cubes. What do you got? Anything over there?
Kiwi fruits.
Oh,
a little bag of walnuts.
The agates, the plums, the cherries.
I was going to go with pecans.
Why not? Pecans, why not?
Yeah, they've never been referred to as pecans in the history of time.
If we're on Family Feud, you've just lost the whole thing.
No Greyhound trip to Darwin for you.
No.
Chance for the other team to steal the points.
For the steal.
Why do we go with Dad over there? He doesn't know what he's talking
Here we
about.
go. No, Brownie's got something.
Has prunes been said?
Yes.
Oh, that would have been. Did we say that?
Did we say prunes?
I feel like you reeled off prunes, Sam.
Obviously, it was an excuse to play that audio again. But he has been suspended for one game.
What?
For the first time ever in the history of rugby league, I'm pretty sure.
Can you suspend someone?
The coach of the Canberra Raiders, Ricky Stewart, has received a one-game ban and will have to sit out this week's game with versus St George. Unable to communicate with the team. He might try the Mel Brown one. No, he's not allowed to do that.
I would. Mel Brown had a chair, not like a scissor lift, and he lowered himself down over the fence.
Really?
Outside the. He wasn't allowed in the arena. Lowered himself down over the fence to talk to the players and give directions to the runners to pass on the players.
What a smart ass.
I loved it. That's disappointing. I would have described him as a colourful character. It's Ricky Stewart's colourful character. Play on.
Horseplay.
Play on.
Called someone he called an opposition player a weak-gutted dog.
Well, he deserved it because he kicked him in the...
In there?
The
family jewels.
In
the pecans. I'll finish with this.
The chickpeas.
I know Olivia Newton-John's family is...
They're tiny.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you got very small testicles, Dino?
Yes.
The pine nuts. How small
you got
are we
me
talking?
right in the currants.
Oh, like breathtakingly small.
Right in the cheer seat.
Now listen.
The chia seeds.
Listen, you're gonna have to struggle. We've got an hour 40 to go, right? You got just wow.
We're playing golf today.
He got me.
You're doing a lot of time.
He got me fair in the poppy seeds.
Change of pace?
Yeah.
I'll straighten this up. Olivia Newton-John's family set to accept the Victorian government's offer of a state funeral, but also I just wanted to mention too.
Of course. No one deserves it more.
I didn't get a chance to mention this yesterday that Roger E. Mosley also passed away earlier this week.
Who's that?
That's TC from Magnum.
Oh!
Yeah. He ran the helicopter business. He'd get Magnum in and out of tight spots on the island of Hawaii.
Someone else passed away yesterday as well.
Oh, well, they're dropping like flies. I mean, if I had to guess, I think it'd be.
That's some more information.
I know who it is.
Who was it?
Issey Miyake.
Issey Miyake, the great fashion designer.
And he got a good aftershave. I put Issey Miyake on this morning. When I'm not wearing Juggernaut,
in honour.
I wear Issey Miyake.
Ah, good stuff.
I think that's it, Dino.
Don't move!
Want to see what happens in the studio? Check it out on Facebook. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Win a brand new Mitsubishi Mirage just by hearing one noise. Sam Pang's jokes are funny.
Here it is, your chance at a Mitsubishi Mirage. It's a 2001, but doesn't matter.
Mate, manual.
Lou from Rowville, you came very close last week.
Petrol super. Hey, good on you, Lou.
Lou loves it.
Lou.
Lou, remind us what happened last week.
Well, I told you the joke about Winnie the Pooh, and unfortunately, I couldn't get over the line because Sammy had heard the joke.
Mm-hmm. So you're back.
So I'm back. Okay, good morning, guys. Here it goes. As a child, I was made to walk the plank. We couldn't afford a dog.
I had such high hopes.
Bugger me.
Yeah, Jeff Kennett hates it.
Lou's a good guy, though.
Sorry, Lou, we love you, though, man.
It's going to be a sad day in Rowville today, Louis.
Lou, I'm going to give you something.
Not if you bump into Lou, though. He'll brighten you up.
Hey, you've got this is good, a $200 voucher to Commons Collective. Head to Commons Collective year-round for a bottomless brunch and think about what you've just done.
I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to ask a question that's going to go nowhere. So, excuse me, what is Lou short for?
Oh, let's go back to Lou. Wait, hold on, Lou. Answer now.
Luigi.
Luigi.
Yeah.
Told you, it'd go nowhere. Thanks,
Terry.
Luigi.
Terry in Brunswick, let's go.
Hi guys, love your work.
Oh, I like a Terry. I like a woman called Terry.
I do too.
I do.
Okay, we ready?
Yeah,
yes.
Ready, Terry.
All right. This lady's walking down the street and she sees a sign in a pet shop window that says fanny licking frog. And she thinks, oh, I like the sound of that. So she goes in and she says to the guy behind the counter, I'm interested in the fanny licking frog. And he leans forward on the counter, looks her in the eyes and says, bonjour.
Sounds straight me in to me.
Yes, Dad.
Yes. Oh, look.
Very well delivered.
Yeah, great delivery, but ultimately...
Wow, booing.
Yeah,
Did I tell you I ran into Gabrielle Gattei?
Really?
Yes, you did.
I would have thought that was a funny joke.
A reference to a fanny-licking dog.
Frog.
And was it Bunny?
What is going on?
Oh, boy, let's just...
What is going on, Swanee?
Terry, you've got a... this is good. You've got a $250 voucher to Lottie. Lottie, your new St Kilda local, perfect for a casual drink or cosy dinner with friends. All right, Matt, look, we've got nothing out of any of this so far, Matt. What do you got for us?
Hanging the gang, how are we?
Yes.
Hanging the gang.
Love that, brother.
Good name for a show.
Why has it taken us 7 years? Hanging the gang.
Just give Matt the card.
You've won the... No.
The Pang gang.
Beautiful, let's do it.
Hanging the gang. Yeah.
A gang paying...
All right, let's go. What's your joke, Matt?
Alrighty, here we go. What has 120 teeth and can hold back a monster?
What has 120 teeth and can hold back a monster?
Greg Norman zipper.
That's good.
Oh, man.
Oh, come on, Pangy.
Oh, man. Hey.
Matt, that was close.
Did you make that up, Matty?
Yep.
That was an original.
Right, that's an original.
You got a smile and a nod, man. I thought for a second. Bad luck, man.
Big future.
That's all good.
If you really did make that up, it now belongs to Sam, and you can see it in the Comedians Tour. Kicking off in late November.
I'll open with that.
I'm going to send you to Nope, the new Jordan Peele Appeal movie. It comes out on Thursday.
Oh, God, we've only got one more left. One more chance at this amazing Mitsubishi Mirage. Mitch from Olinda.
Morning, team. How you going?
Mitchy. What you got, Mitchy?
All right, Sam. My wife for weeks, she's been trying to get me to treat her like a princess. So Friday night, I took her out for dinner, and on the way home, I crashed in a tunnel.
Oh, dear.
Wow. Imagine if I had laughed at that and that was the one that won, and then you've got to play that as the promo for the rest of the day, Swanee. Jokes aren't funny went off this morning. Have a listen to this. Bang.
I know it was a few decades ago, Mitch, but too soon.
Mitch, you heartless bastard.
I loved it. Mitch. I loved it.
Mitch, you've got some Daniel's Donuts, a baker's dozen.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
I was outraged yesterday when I heard Neil Mitchell just yell out, because he yells out to the callers, give us a ring with different topics. Nearly drove the Hilux off the road when I heard this.
Have they had their day? I think 4 and 20 pies are sort of disappearing. I think they've probably had their day. A bit of an anachronism.
Well, jeez, that's them fighting words for you, isn't it?
Oh, it was just crazy, and he took about 10 minutes worth of calls as to whether 4 and 20s are gone.
They're
Thank God.
disappearing. Obviously, you can't get one on Domain Road where you hang out.
Got him, Swan.
Stay down.
Well done, Swanee. Thanks for coming with me there.
Oh, I'm with you 100%. Sam, where are you on this?
What?
With
Neil.
A little gourmet man over there, a little fancy pantsy.
As with many things, I stand with Neil.
Council rates.
State of the roads.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah. And trying to be smart too. Anachronism. What are you talking about, Neil?
Transport. It's a disgrace in this city.
I listened a bit further though. I listened a little bit. Geez, got some interesting phone topics. Like that was obviously one clearly I disagreed with, Swanee.
Clearly.
Listen a little bit further. What's he on?
And after 10 o'clock, if you've ever tried magic mushrooms, I'd like to hear from you. Not here to judge. I want to know what it was like if you've tried magic mushrooms.
Well, he's
So,
lying
Dino-
there. He's lying there, by the way. He will judge.
He will judge. Dino, how did that conversation go?
All right, hardy ha-ha, but this is what was on next.
Neil, brother, Dean Thomas is my name. First-time caller, long-time listener.
Do you want to see what this looks like? Well, get the visuals on Instagram. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Rob Mills. He's one of those people who have been on the show so much I've got no more things to say apart from Hairspray the Musical is on now at the Regent Theatre. Get tickets at hairspraythemusical.com.au. We love him. Here's Millsy.
We do love him, you old theatre dog.
Trading the boards again.
Plug the hell out of it. Why should we see Hairspray?
So it's the 20th anniversary of the Broadway version. If you've never seen this show come to Australia before, there was a version about 10 years ago or so.
I haven't. I've seen the film only.
Okay, so this version was the thing that sparked the film.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got Shane Jacobson as Edna, which is Tracy's mum. Tracy Turnblad, played by Carmel Rodriguez, her very first show. She is a phenomenal star.
Oh, I met her.
Yeah, she's lovely. You like it?
Where did you meet her?
She was a guest quiz master on Have You Been Paying Attention, Christine?
Yeah,
because I never forget those people.
Thank you, mate.
Is she hot or something?
No, she's just very cute and just very lovely and also
Right.
just perfectly authentic for the role.
It's
Toby
like I
Mc-
never forget the quiz masters, man. That's
Oh,
what I
right.
was saying. What did you think? She's a child, by the way,
She's a
Christine.
child.
But
She's
straighten up.
She's like 22. Also, we've got the incredible cast from overseas, but Rhonda Birchmore, Todd McKinney, myself, Asabi plays Motormouth Maybell. The show is phenomenal. It is a show with heart, so much joy. My mum came and saw the show last night. She's like nearly crying with joy.
Oh,
She
I
loved
love
it so
that.
much.
Where do you sit your mum?
Where
would you sit your mum though?
Pretty far back.
Okay,
Yeah.
wouldn't that be a bit? Because that would be
Why?
off-putting to me if I look
She
straight
heckles.
down one of those front rows and mum's sitting there screaming, going crazy.
Or asleep. Wouldn't be great either, would it?
She's getting to that age. But no, put her at the back. Put her towards the back. Up in the dress circle. She heckles. Yeah,
It always seems like a great idea to invite your mum to stuff, but it's never worked out very well for me. In fact, yesterday with the sad passing of Olivia Newton-John, I remembered the time that I introduced my mum to Olivia Newton-John, which I thought would be an incredible moment.
Yeah.
You know, because they're about the same age and Olivia was so inspirational and so famous, you know, globally. Anyway, I was working on The Circle at the time and Mum is a huge fan of Hamish and Andy. And so she was coming in to see the show because Hamish and Andy were going to be on it and Olivia Newton-John at the same time. And, I mean, an amazing lineup, yeah.
Oh, huge.
And so I introduced Mum to Olivia Newton-John. I said, you know, Olivia, this is my mum, Pat. And the first words out of Mum's mouth were, oh, I'm actually here to see Hamish and Andy, but I guess this is okay. And I thought, I'm never taking you anywhere again.
Patty.
So I understand why you would seat your mother very far away from
yeah.
the stage.
She loves the celebrities. My
Yeah.
mum, yeah, she loves it.
Is that enough of a Hairspray? Do you want anything else to get it? Where is it on?
It's on the Regent Theatre. We're only on till end of October.
Really?
It's so for 3 months, and it's on 8 times a week. I can tell you right now.
Jeez, busy.
Weekends,
There must be a lot of injuries.
weekends selling out. So come see the show midweek. Come and take your family. to a
Speaking of
midweek
injuries,
show.
you've got one right now.
What's that?
An injury.
Oh, mate. So I did a little Corny Collins injury last night. That's my character. I was doing a bit of neck kind of acting. I don't know, what do you call that? Guy Smiley kind of.
Necting. Yeah, necting.
I was doing some necting.
Nice, sorry.
And I've pulled a muscle in my neck. Anyway, you guys got a good physio, I take it?
Got a bit of a spasm.
Thank you.
Spasm up
Yeah,
in your
thank you.
trap.
Actually, Brownie and I do have a great physio.
Okay.
That we'll set you up with.
I got some
Up well.
pills that'll make you feel good.
Thanks.
Acupuncture. I've
I'm going to do that on a Sunday night.
got an uncle who can do some acupuncture for you in a car park out there. But, hey, are you an understudy? Like you in Doubtford tonight? What's going on?
No, I'm on.
Sure
We've
you're
got a matinee today, and then the show's tonight.
Do you get drug tested? like
Asada, rock up.
Like Asada's not turning up out the front of the Regent
No,
Theatre, are
what? Yeah, if you've got some good ones. Well,
Rob Mills,
they?
mate.
We can get you through.
Rob Mills performing in Hairspray, the musical, now at the Regent Theatre, pending the result of the B sample. Is that what you think?
I don't know. I can get some stuff.
Listen, since we haven't seen you for a long time,
Yeah.
you're the Neighbours was the talk of the town for 2 weeks. You're in the finale,
Yeah, I
Rob.
came back from Sydney just to be in the finale. I mean, I have a 3-second cameo.
For those who
but
didn't see it, your 3-second cameo as your
as
character.
Finn Kelly, the ghost.
it was a ghost.
The ghost of Finn Kelly, and it was a close-up shot of Finn Kelly. I felt very honoured to be a part of the final montage.
Your death, didn't you die in a mud pit and drown to death?
It was actually a grave that I dug for Susan, but then I tripped over and drowned myself. It was a calamity of errors.
Can you say that again clearly? How did your character die?
I was digging a grave for Susan Kennedy, the matriarch of Erinsborough.
Yeah.
And after I'd kidnapped her, and after stepping out of the grave, slipped, and then I cracked my neck on a rock inside the grave. Don't know where that rock came from, but anyway. And then the water that I was using to loosen up the gravel started rising and then went over me. And
Geez, those riders really wanted to get rid of you, didn't they?
Mate, I was stuck in that pit.
Oh, that's magic.
That's how you died.
By the way, why are you trying to kill Susan, you freak?
Mate, regime change. Maybe, she's been there for way
she
too
was
long.
She was a colleague, wasn't she, that you didn't like?
Yeah, she was the principal.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the way she ran the school.
Yeah.
So kill her.
There's only one way.
There's only one
Dig her a grave.
Is that where the old neck injury came from? You've still got it.
Maybe I've still got it from Finn Kelly, yeah. It's come
Was
back.
there a lot of division among the Neighbours faction about who got called back and who didn't? Because I know there were a lot of headlines with Nicola Charles annoyed that she wasn't involved, and Craig McLaughlin recording his own
ending.
thing. His own appearance from Henry.
Oh, wow.
Why were some people involved and some people weren't?
Look, I don't understand the politics of Neighbours. I was only there for 3 years. The show had been on for 37 years. So, look, when they called to say, would you like to be a part of it? And I got to be part of Susan's final eulogy, about the street, about the whole show, really.
Yeah.
I was just honoured to be a part of it.
Yeah.
They could have paid for my flights, though.
A little clip. Millsy, Hairspray's a musical, obviously. I want to know this. What's an acceptable time to be locked out of a show? Because we saw 9 to 5.
Oh, mate.
And those dogs locked us out right on time, like on the minute. There was no 5-minute buffer. Millsy and I are hanging out the front like a couple of idiots.
Yeah, I was filthy that night. Actually, usually, you should be in your seat with a couple of minutes to go at least. For theatre. The theatre curtain usually goes up on time. So if the show's 7:30 for all those listening at home, 7:30 is when the show starts. So don't get there at 7:30. It's not like it's a rock concert where the band starts a little bit later. It's curtain up. But it's an opening night. Everyone's getting a drink. We're having socialising.
It's busy.
They were very strict. I missed the start of Act 1 and the start of Act 2.
I got locked out in the intermission.
There are many shows of yours that I've seen that I wish I was locked out in.
So you're coming Monday night, Pang?
I'll be there Monday night.
All right. Pang in the gang.
You've been our life for a long time. You've done many things and been on many adventures.
Have you ever looked around and thought, what the hell am I doing here? And no, you cannot recount the story of having a pottery wheel in this kitchen in Nova about 7 years ago, and you and I reenacting the scene from Ghost,
I don't remember
which just came to me.
That was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
Look, there's a few moments. One of them was the one with Ding Dong doing the pottery wheel. With Denise Drysdale on Studio 10. I was like, what is this? And she grabbed my hands and put them all over her body. Look, Dino, I know, Dino, you get a little too excited there.
I am.
Ding Dong rolling her eyes back and forth. Oh, there was...
Ding Dong rolling her eyes.
That's unbelievable.
It was something. There was one...
She did that with Huey the week before as well. It's not just you, Millsy. I know you're handsome, but...
That was a moment. There was a
Huey. That's right, Ian Hewitson.
Ian Hewitson, the great Ian Hewitson.
But where have you thought?
No, I thought, what the hell am I doing here? Look, I want to talk about all my crazy alcoholic times when
I once saw you at Meredith wearing nothing but a Smurf diaper.
Smurf diaper.
Okay, Meredith.
Look.
I don't want to talk about my Meredith times.
Stealing my moves.
We don't talk about
You look good, though.
Meredith.
We don't talk about Meredith.
You look good.
Absolutely
Look good.
No, there's this one time I was sitting in the Pantages Theatre in LA and I was sitting next to Stephen Schwartz. So Stephen Schwartz was the man who wrote the music for Wicked, the musical. I'd just been flown over to learn the choreography and I was watching the show Wicked with Stephen Schwartz on the day that he was getting his star on the Hollywood Boulevard. And then he's like, do you want to come for lunch? I was like, yeah. I mean, I'd just been given the role as Fiero in my very first big musical. So that was sort of the thing that put me on my path of being a part of musical theatre. So I think that was the moment. Sitting at lunch with Stephen Schwartz. Also watching him watch the show that he'd created was really special.
What did you order?
Look, I think I had steak.
Definitely. And who paid?
He was paying. So.
Yeah, sure.
I like that. That's one of the first ever "What the hell am I doing here?" That was actually quite a positive, respectful. Also, I can't believe where I've ended up.
I could talk about the Meredith thing as well.
Yes!
No, I won't talk about
Millsy,
that.
we love you, man. Hairspray the Musical. Go to hairspraythemusical.com.au for tickets, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys. It's fun. It is a huge show. Seriously, you'll be toe tapping out the aisle.
Mate, we've got the plug out, all right? It's time to go.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne. Welcome to your bump day. Hey, how good is the world returning and live music returning? Imagine being able to go and see Bruno Mars in Sydney. Well, we're giving away tickets.
Free aeroplane ride.
Yep.
Free bed to sleep in Sydney.
Yep.
Celebrate the reopening of Allianz Stadium with global superstar Bruno Mars.
And Bruno's one of those acts that you can happily go with your kids and they're not like, ugh.
Yeah.
Who's this?
This hour, Swanee, someone's going to win that, so hang about. We've also got the great man.
He's a great man.
Jonathan Brown is going to talk about Neil Mitchell because there's a beef.
That wasn't...
Look, I'm making stuff up.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
He's right, though. I'm chatting to Neil Mitchell.
I'm right.
Later on this hour.
Is Neil Mitchell coming on the show?
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Shots will be fired.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Just some bits and pieces over here. If you hadn't heard the news, I didn't cover this earlier, but Patrick Cripps is he's suspended. He didn't get off. The 2-week ban that they appealed.
Two of my favourite words. He went to the tribunal last night and didn't get off.
Off.
It's so weird. I've tried to look up tribunal.
Yeah.
No, it's not
in
there.
the dictionary.
It's next to Dolph Lundgren, I think.
So were you surprised at that result, Brownie? Considering you had this to say?
I think he should get off. I think it's a football incident. Yeah, I think he should get off.
I'm with you,
but
Brownie.
I did follow up and say he probably won't get off though. 40-minute deliberation though.
It's turning
into
into
by the jury, which tells you it was actually that's a long deliberation.
Is it?
Yeah. So obviously there was someone in there there was a swing voter in there. Yeah, so he maybe a Carlton supporter in there.
It's like 12 angry men. 12 angry men.
Real quick, is that it?
Installment.
Are they exhausted all their options for that? Is he cooked?
Yeah, well, he's cooked. He's not going to go to the Supreme Court.
Go to Supreme Court, like in the old days.
I'll tell you why. They need to
Here we
do.
go. Here we go.
The Carlton Football Club need to stand. Unless Michael Voss is going to make a comeback, which, they'd be a good chance of winning if he did. But he can't under the rules of the AFL. Time now for maybe one of the other Carlton players to stand up and be remembered. In 30 years' time, you talk about the day that Charlie Curnow and Harry Mackay lit up the MCG in front of 85,000 people and got Carlton into a final series after knocking off their arch rival Collingwood. They'll talk about it for years to come. Here you go, boys. Here's your opportunity. Stand up and be counted and be immortalised forever as Carlton legends.
Oh, g'day, punters. Yes, John.
Thank you very much.
I'll
practice that.
They play Collingwood. They play Collingwood in 2 weeks. You're saying they should rest players for this week's game against Melbourne?
Well, they
What
won't
are you
beat
doing?
Melbourne. They won't beat Melbourne Saturday night.
Mate, I want to run through a wall after that speech.
Me too.
Well, don't you think, though?
I want to run through a wall.
Yeah, people walking around the streets in Melbourne in 30 years' time saying, remember the day?
I want to hang myself from a fan. It was so
Can I tell you, though,
inspirational.
Is football turning into a nanny state? First, this guy, Cripps, is 2 weeks off. That seems excessive.
I agree, Swanee.
And secondly, the guy that called an opposition member a weak gutted dog, a week off. How absurd. Imagine if that happened to Lethal.
That is absurd.
Back in the day. That is absurd. This is football.
Oh. Swanee, I want to run through a brick wall too. It feels good, doesn't it? What have you got, Peg?
No, I still want.
doesn't it?
No, they're both done well, but I still want to hang myself from a fan. Olivia Newton-John passed away, of course, yesterday. Sad news. The other news: Roger E. Mosley, who played TC in Magnum, he also passed. Yeah, he was the one who had the helicopter business. I only mentioned that too, by the way, because we had a cast member of Magnum on, Larry Manetti. Larry Manetti
is he
played
still
Rick.
alive?
No, yeah, he is. But
Yes.
It was hard to say after that interview. But
I think he's the latest. He's in the latest instalment of Celebrity Rehab.
Is he Larry Manetti? Because of course his great book Aloha Magnum, Larry Manetti's Magnum PI Memories.
That's a good newsletter.
So yes, Roger E. Mosley passed away. Also, cricketing icon, the man who pioneered the slow finger of death when he gave out opponents. Former South African umpire Rudy Kurtzen.
You would have loved him.
He labelled the slow finger of death by the. He's died. He's died as well.
And also,
Swanee, do you know what
Miyake.
And Issa Miyake passed away as well. Rudy Kurtzen was he was 73. He died in a car accident. But Swanee,
that's harsh.
he's when I grew up watching cricket, and the bowler would appeal, and the umpire would go, "Yep, that's out." Rudy Kurtzen, he pioneered the slow finger of death because the bowler would appeal and he'd go and he'd just slowly raise the finger like that.
I like that a lot.
Apparently the coroner did the same thing.
Donald.
When he was ruling, he's standing over his body.
Apparently.
Just stood back.
Is Rudy alive? And wow.
Wait.
Go with the slow finger of death.
Yep.
Valet, Rudy Kitson.
Died in a car accident.
Yeah. That's why the coroner was ruling in injuries.
Donald Trump has released this loose today. Donald Trump has released a campaign ad style video. There's a touch of propaganda about it, but 3 minutes and 50 seconds long video in the wake of his place in Florida getting raided. It's very cinematic. There's some big themes there. It starts off very, very positively.
We are a nation in decline. We are a failing nation.
Dear.
It's black and white. It's montagey. There's the images and of Trump's speaking, but then there's America out there. Then there was more of it, Dino.
We are a nation that has the highest inflation in over 40 years. Where the stock market just finished the worst first half of a year in more than 5 decades.
Wow! So there was about 2 minutes 20 of that, right? Of what they are, a lot of negative. But then,
let me guess. He's got all the answers.
Yeah, he gets the answers at the end, but then it gets really. There's a bit of a score. So I think Hans Zimmer. They brought in Hans Zimmer.
What?
We are a nation where free speech is no longer allowed, where crime is rampant like never before, where the economy has been collapsing, where more people died of COVID in 2021 than in 2020.
Sounds straight in to me.
What was it for?
That's a great question. No one knows. Well,
great question.
No
is he
one
running
knows.
Again? No, he can't. He's not allowed, is he?
Yeah, he's
Well, the
allowed.
Jan
he's allowed.
6 thing is popping off real bad. He might not be allowed.
Anyhow, listen, this is not Q&A, all right?
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, he does change it, but there's a subtle change. After 2 minutes 20 of quite negative stuff, he does change it post at the end.
We are a nation that in many ways has become a joke. But soon we will have greatness again. It was hard-working patriots like you who built this country, and it is hard-working patriots like you who are going to save our country. Because we are Americans, and Americans kneel to God and God alone. And it is time to start talking about greatness for our country again.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
A bit to chat about with Neil Mitchell today, but as you know, early in the year it was promoted that Eddie Maguire was going on 3AW on the Neil Mitchell show for an ideas segment, Ideas for Melbourne. Didn't go as well as they would have liked
No, it
because it
didn't.
just turned into a massive blue every time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they gave these massive blues. The first one was about Jordan De Goey. I can't remember what the next one was on, but then I'm not sure Eddie's went on. Well, obviously not, because they've reached out to me and said,
What?
we're going to run some auditions.
They've reached out to me.
They reached out to moi, and I said, I'm happy to come in, have a little test run.
Sure.
You never know. You've got to keep your options open.
Of course you do.
So I've come in
you
with
do.
my own ideas segment for Neil Mitchell, how we can make Melbourne great again.
Now on 3AW and across Victoria, this is Neil Mitchell.
All right, well, it seems the Premier's still not going to come on my show, but let's go to Brownie with some of his great ideas for Melbourne. What do you got, Brownie?
Great to see you, Neil. You know,
Sure.
I'm so excited to be in here.
Yep, what do
Now,
you got?
First one today, I've got, what about a levy on taxpayers to rebuild Goldfingers?
Hey, sorry, mate, are you serious? What?
Yeah, you know, the strip joint. You know, the gentleman's club, sorry.
Oh, give it away, mate. Sorry, we're going to rebuild Goldfingers.
Oh, come on, don't tell me you're not a VIP member there.
Can we get Eddie Maguire back?
That's it.
You're an ideas man.
Great stuff.
Blue sky to just throw it up there, see what Neil thinks, eh?
And I straighten the language up
I
for
was
the
going to
listeners.
say, yeah, I like that you're not too proud to correct yourself, to have from strip joint to gentleman's club.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
thought, you know,
Also-
you got him on board.
Old Neil Nerdberger not supporting that great idea.
As if he doesn't spend every lunchtime.
As if Neil doesn't have a closet gold card.
Yeah.
He would love it in there.
He loves peelers.
Do you want some more ideas?
What's peelers?
What else you got?
Okay. What about a statue of Patsy Kensit from Lethal Weapon 2 in Federation Square?
Pat, what? What's that got to do with Melbourne?
Oh, come on. You'd be a closet watcher of Patsy Kensit. Remember that scene in the motorhome?
I don't know what you're talking about. What else you got?
Okay. What about you and Dennis Welter have a jousting battle
What?
to see who gets the coveted morning time
A
slot?
joust? You want me and Dennis Walter to go to Crowell Castle and have a jousting battle?
Absolutely.
You've got to be joking, mate.
How good would that be for
Oh,
ratings?
have we got? Can we get someone to talk about how there's too many bins in Hawthorne?
What a killjoy. I would
he is a
love to
killjoy.
see
You've
that jousting.
You've got a lot of good ideas.
Virgin Walters and Mitchell on the horseback.
Who'd win?
Lined up.
Who'd win?
Walters for sure. Mate, it'd be a first round knockout.
100%. Dennis Walter.
Has
the
Walters
great
ever
Dennis
been
Walter.
ever done mornings?
Do you call him Dennis Walters?
Yes,
You're-
repeatedly in the
You're
last
amazing.
few minutes.
You're amazing. You don't even get,
As Dennis Walter, has he ever done morning shift?
I'd say so. He's been working for 100 years.
never
He
done
would have done
morning
it, of course. Yes.
No, you know they wouldn't put him on air that early. You got to be sober.
Yeah, of course.
The microphone has a breatho attached to it.
Plus, it's hard to get a driver. It's hard to get a driver at that time every single day.
Exactly.
Anyway, I thought, well, clearly he's not coming at any of these ideas. My big one to finish.
Come on, what are you booting it home with?
Okay. Once a year, we do a suburb house swap for a week.
What?
So, listen closely.
Yeah.
Once a year,
Right.
for 1 week only,
Okay.
2 suburbs, they swap houses. So the whole suburb moves to the other suburb
jeez.
and vice versa.
I'm not moving out of my house, mate.
No, well, here we go. First 2 suburbs, I think we start with
Who were you doing? What is it?
Toorak
Yeah, okay.
and
Toorak.
Reservoir.
Oh, no, that's not going to work, mate.
Oh, mate, how much fun would that be?
That's not going to work. Have we got any Heathcote Shiraz? I need something to get through this segment.
Can I come back next week?
Oh, I don't think that's happening.
Fantastic. Great ideas, Brownie. Great ideas.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Chrissie's Taste.com.
Yes. You made it wrong.
The strawberry doesn't go in the fish with hot sauce. And taste the come.
One of the great segments.
Yes.
Wow.
And one of the great openers.
Yeah.
Desi, if you're listening, we miss you every single day of our lives.
It's about psychos, right?
Yeah. So taste.com.au is the greatest recipe website in the world. Everything you could possibly want is there. But also what's there is a review window where you can make the thing and then log back in and give it a 5-star or 1-star review. And the 1-star reviews are the ones that we're really interested in. Like this one from Accra 088. 1 pan cheesy bacon and broccoli pasta. Oh, no, this is P. Truscott, 26. Okay. So the 1 pan cheesy bacon and broccoli pasta is a super easy one because you pre-buy the cheese. It's a bit of a hack. You pre-buy the cheese sauce and you just open the sachet and bang it in. We love those ones, by the way. P. Truscott says, I can't comment on the exact recipe because I lost the 2 cheese sauce packets I had.
You lost them.
Yeah.
That's a putz.
But this putz is the best sort of putz because they still logged back in to review it.
That. And then what did he do? Did he elaborate on the story? Did he go back to the shops and buy
Well, he had to then make the cheese sauce from scratch, which is a whole other recipe that he didn't know how to do.
He should have retraced his steps and gone back and found those 2 packets.
And then came home and logged back in and told us about that.
I just love it
I live near
so
an
much.
IGA, I whipped down there and grabbed another packet.
Can't comment on the exact recipe because I lost the 2 cheese sauce packets I had, so I had to make the cheese sauce from scratch, which might be the reason the pasta didn't cook in 5 minutes, even though I added heaps of extra liquid.
Putz.
What a putz. But thank you. You've made my morning. That's it. We could quit now and we're ahead. But we're not going to. We're going to talk about chicken coconut noodles. Looks delicious.
Chicken coconut noodles,
Lots of chicken, fresh fine egg noodles. It's a barbecue chicken too, so a bit of a hack recipe, which we love. 1/4 cup of fish sauce. Seems like a lot. But anyway, Dan Georgie says, disgusting. This ended up in the bin. Do not make this unless it's with someone you hate.
1 star.
1 star. No, 2.
Whoa.
I like
two.
that.
Gave it 2.
Tasha Asghari also made it and said, this is so yuck. Capital letters. Do not make. I wish I saw these bad comments before I wasted my money. I had to order pizza that night.
Whoa.
It's always good to have plan B.
Yes.
And Nazza gave
But at least they didn't try and make it better. They use different ingredients.
Yes.
At least they've just gone bang. Just go straight past this recipe.
Nazza, who was a bit more polite, 3 stars. I can honestly say my family and myself did not like this.
How's he get 3 stars then?
I agree. I went exactly by the recipe and it weirdly tasted like fish. There's too much fish in it. There's no fish in it, actually. There's fish sauce.
Yeah,
no fish.
And you said that might be too much.
1/4 cup seems a lot.
Well, it depends what else is in it. I'd have to. Isn't it offsetting some coconut?
Yes, I know, but 1/4 cup of fish sauce is a lot. Like I use that in a marinade for 2 kilos of chicken, not, a little bit of barbecue chicken. That's too much
I don't know why you're so anti-fish sauce. You use fish sauce, John?
Yeah, I think so. I think Coles does it in a couple. What do I use fish sauce for?
I love fish sauce. It's great in Thai food, Thai flavours.
Yeah, I do. I use it in Thai dishes. Yeah. Thanks for asking.
Don't worry. I don't want you to think for a second that I cared about the answer. All right?
Good.
Anyway, Nazza says there is too much fish in it, but the dog enjoyed it.
Wow.
Great day for the dog.
Ripper.
Zucchini spaghetti with tomato sauce.
Hang on, Sam wants a fish sauce anecdote.
Who
I tell you what, don't Google. Tell you what.
Fish sauce is beautiful.
Here's a community service announcement, though. Don't Google how they make fish sauce. That's all I'm saying. Just enjoy it.
You can't tell me what that's what I'll be doing today.
Just enjoy your squid label fish sauce. It's wonderful on most things. Just don't.
There's one There's 1 o'clock till 2 o'clock done today. I know what I'm doing. Googling fish sauce. It's very underrated, Jonathan. You'll like it.
Zucchini spaghetti with tomato sauce recipe. I'm sorry, but if you want to remove any sort of joy from your life, eat zucchini spaghetti.
Really? You're saying it's the...
Just make some good spaghetti. Just get some spaghetti.
Okay.
Pasta.
Instead of spaghetti, they're having ribbons of zucchini as a substitute. Yeah, I like that. Goes well with fish sauce, that stuff.
Anyway, Acre 088, who weighed in on the other one, said, I took one bite and I was like, what's plan B? No thanks. Yeah, plan B is a packet of number 4 San Remo. I love this one. Magic chocolate cake. So these magic chocolate cakes, you make them in one mixture, and then when they're cooking or setting, they divide. And the top is like a cake, and then the bottom is like a dense slice. It is magic. It is magic. Stina's Staffy mum gives this 1 star. I followed this recipe to the letter, and it turns out nothing like described.
Didn't have fish sauce in it.
No. All it is just another chocolate slice / cake. Can't believe I used the last of my butter and bought cream of tartar or something that didn't turn out the way this recipe says it does. Tried and tested. I don't think so. She's really angry.
What was wrong with it? Was it not moist?
I'll keep reading. I mixed the way it said. I combined the way it said. I gently folded the egg white mixture half at a time, and I cooked it at the desired temperature for the time it said to. And for what? There is no fudgy bottom. There is no moussey centre. And there is no crunchy top. All it is, in capitals, is a bloody cake. Nothing magic about it.
So it wasn't
False
moist.
advertising.
Was the cake wet, Swan?
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yep.
And let's finish off with this one. Lemon and condensed milk dump cake. So named because you just dump all the ingredients in a tin and it bakes.
Is that why it's called that?
Yeah, and it's magical.
Well, that's interesting.
You don't need to mix anything, which is lovely. One person's given it 1 star and says very simply of the lemon and condensed milk dump cake, definitely a dump cake. I dumped it straight into the bin.
Bang.
Bang! Cop that.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Ripper Show will be back tomorrow. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Oh, unless it's a weekend. Over 100.